Hello there, my fellow notebook aficionados, and welcome back to the channel. And today I can finally give you a more in-depth look into MSI's all-new Prestige series of laptops. If you followed our CES coverage, you have seen some of them before, and now all new models have hit shelves, and we have been able to review selected models on the website already. Now, this video is sponsored by MSI, but I still got the chance to test these three for a little bit, and I've got to be honest, sponsored or not, these guys are onto something. So how about you sit back, relax, and let me tell you a bit more about the completely redesigned, incredibly flexible and also quite powerful MSI Prestige 14 and 16 Flip AI Plus and the Prestige 13 AI Plus, which despite its weight below 1 kg still packs quite the punch. Let's get into it. So how about we get started with the two Flip models, and as you might already be able to tell, both the 14 and 16 inch are available as 2-in-1s, so you got quite a few options for how to set them up. Overall, they are positioned to bridge the gap between being your everyday email companion, your entertainment powerhouse, and even your content creation workstation and casual gaming machine without sacrificing mobility or battery life. And while such a wide field of use cases usually requires compromise in some key areas, MSI definitely strikes a very careful balance here that I enjoyed a lot during my hands-on time with these. But before we get to what you can do with them, how about we have a look at specs and the hardware itself first. Both the 14 and the 16 inch get completely new chassis with a revised design language and new patterns on the lid. And they look incredibly clean and manage to balance a premium feel with sturdy build quality. So again, you can easily have them with you all day, be it at work, uni, school or wherever else you would need a subtle computing companion. So what you are getting are full metal chassis that don't bend or creak, with smooth hinges that keep the display in place once adjusted in your desired position or, well, orientation. When it comes to ports, these two are also very well suited for whatever you want to do with them, with two USB-C Thunderbolt 4s with fast charge and power delivery support with up to 100 watts on the left in addition to an HDMI, and a pair of USB-As next to your audio combo port on the right. But that's everything external, so let's see what MSI put under the hood here. And for the new Prestige series, they bet on Intel's Panther Lake exclusively. And you can spec both sizes with up to Team Blue's Core Ultra X9, which does turn both of them into very, very potent gaming or content creation machines, especially with the option of up to 64 gigs of RAM. And just in case you haven't followed along too closely what Intel's new SoC is capable of, well, how about running Cyberpunk with about 60 FPS on high settings, or even beyond that with upscaling and frame generation enabled? Or how about editing and playing back 6K RAW files on a 4K timeline from our Blackmagic Cinema camera? You can do all of that and pretty much everything in between. And while the slim notebooks will of course not keep up with a full-fledged gaming or creator laptop like MSI's very own Stealth 16 AI Plus, you still get quite a bit of performance in a very slim form factor. Oh, and these are light. In fact, very light considering the performance figures, with around 1.3 kg for the 14 inch and slightly less than 1.7 kg for the 16 inch. MSI also bets on OLED exclusively for the new Prestige notebooks, and the larger Flip 16 got you covered with a 2.8K 120Hz panel, which is again perfectly suited for productivity, watching your favorite tech YouTubers, HDR games or editing photos and videos. And in the MSI Center S, which is an all-new management application, you even get access to pre-calibrated presets, which I am always happy about, since it allows you to do some proper video grading on the go. The 14-inch panel might look like a downgrade on paper with its Full HD resolution and 60Hz refresh rate, and for some of you it might be, but, and that is a very, very big but, as I mentioned in the beginning, we had the chance to properly test this one on the website already, and in our standard Wi-Fi battery test, this little guy ran for almost 20 hours, while MSI promises up to 30 hours of video playback and a still very respectable 24 hours for the 16-inch. So if you're looking for the longest possible battery life without sacrificing performance, well, these should definitely be on your shortlist. And circling back to productivity, both convertibles offer great keyboards and a sizable trackpad, which MSI calls the Action Touchpad. That gives you additional functionality along the edges, be it for volume or display brightness, for example, and you can also set custom actions when sliding on the touchpad from the left, right, or from the top. Below the base unit, these two also hide a little party trick, and just by lifting up the front of either the 14 or 16-inch, you get access to MSI's Nano Pen, which is conveniently stored and charged on the underside of your shiny new laptop. And it also supports fast charge, so that means just leaving it in there for 13 seconds allows for a 45-minute note-taking session. So if you are someone who likes to scribble while in class or in a meeting, or if you want to use it for some more detailed retouching and photo editing on the go, this will definitely come in handy. Which brings us to the smallest member of the Prestige family, the Prestige 13 AI+. And while you will have to make a performance compromise compared to the bigger models we just talked about, this one comes in at 899 grams while still giving you a full metal alloy construction and an extensive array of ports, again with dual Thunderbolt 4s, 2 USB-As, a micro SD card reader and an HDMI. And despite the slim appearance and small footprint, you still get upgradable storage and once again a sturdy looking and feeling chassis that can definitely take a beating when you are out and about. And on the display side, you also get some proper eye candy with a high-res OLED. I just mentioned a performance compromise, which comes down to this one not being available with Intel's X series of SoCs. So you cannot spec this one with the ARC integrated graphics, but you still have access to Team Blue's fastest Panther Lake CPU part and once again up to 64 gigs of incredibly speedy RAM, so the 13-incher is not a slow laptop by any means. And seriously, the weight, or well, the lack thereof, still amazes me when picking it up. Alright folks, that should be it for today and MSI's completely redesigned Prestige series, and I know this is a sponsored video, but I really enjoyed my time with these and especially the 16-inch with something like Intel's Core Ultra X7 and 64 gigs of RAM would be something I would love to have at my disposal when going on a weekend trip or a shorter press trip, since it would be able to handle almost everything I would need for all of my content creation needs. So again, for all of them you get sturdy metal alloy chassis, OLEDs across the board, powerful SoCs, great inputs, an integrated pen for the Prestige 14 and 16 Flip AI+, and subtle and well-made chassis. A big shout out to MSI for sponsoring today's video, and please follow the links below to learn more about these beauties or find out where to buy your desired configuration. Sound off below what you think about the new Prestige laptops and which size and form factor would be your pick, and let me know what you would do with it. Thanks a ton for watching folks, make sure to leave a like and sub on your way out. My name is Alex, you have been absolutely fantastic as always, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.